Welcome to the Business Information Buffet Podcast, also known as the BIB Podcast, where everybody eats, powered by the College of Southern Nevada. Each week, we'll be featuring business owners and entrepreneurs that will provide their personal recipes for business, powerful conversations, and knowledge of the business world. We amplify the stories of various backgrounds, cultures, and expertise. Our self-identity is as diverse as our social community. We cultivate a community of like-minded individuals that share their different perspectives, broadening our worldview. Are you ready? This is the BIB Podcast, where everybody eats.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Welcome back to the Business Information Buffet Podcast, also known as the BIB Podcast, where everybody eats, under the operation of at the College of Southern Nevada, here at the North Las Vegas campus for another phenomenal episode. I am your host, Sean Tory, with our DJ Icebreak. Unfortunately, DJ Icebreak is not here today, but we're going to rock on to his honor. So our episode today is called More to Electrical with two special guests. Now, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary, today's guests are two electrical powerhouses who truly believe in serving our community. With over 27 years of experience in electrical trade, our first guest has built a thriving electrical company working on a range of projects from services to commercial and light industrial projects. My apologies. He serves many roles, from estimating to project management, even to working in the field. Our second guest, that is tagged along with her on his right-hand side, has begun her career in accounting and is currently a licensed certified public accountant who has found her way into construction industry. She believes in the power of relationships and connecting individuals with personal level. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary, without further ado, the electrifying, the outstanding, the dedicated founders and co-founders of G3 Electrical, Thomas and Tiesha Moore. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? How y'all doing this morning?
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank y'all so much for coming in today. So tell a little bit. So I know I read your bio just a tad, but can you tell a little bit about the people about yourselves?
So Thomas and I are the owners of G3 Electrical, but we're also husband and wife.
Yes.
So
come on, husband and wife. The fact that y'all love each other so much that you guys had to handle business together too. I love it. Yep. So and we have a family, so yes.
It's a family business.
It's a family business.
Yep.
Okay, so tell us the background story. So how did you guys, I know you all are married. How long have you been married for one?
22 years. Oh, I should have let you answer.
How long, sir?
22 years.
22 years. So you guys been married for 22 years. How long?
Yes.
So how did tell us the story. Tell us the background of where G3 Electrical became.
I want to tell this story, okay? Because it wasn't on purpose.
It wasn't on purpose? Okay.
No. So during the recession, we had a business that closed.
The recession in 2008?
2008,
okay.
Yes. And at that time, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I said, we won't ever do this again. And construction was hit hard here in Las Vegas.
Right.
And so in 2010, Thomas was still working, but we were just kind of thinking, what happens if he loses his job?
Right.
And that's when we started to move forward with getting the contractor's license. And at that point, the ball started rolling, and it just has not stopped.
Hey, come on now. So it kept going. The ball kept rolling.
Yeah.
And so as the ball kept rolling, how did it just start to come about? Because I know you were saying you were an accountant.
Yeah.
And then you've done commercial services for a long time. So how did you guys merge the two? Essentially marry the two?
I think it was because the business experience that she had and my idea of saying, okay, let's get ahead of a potential storm,
right?
In case things got slow, because even through the recession, I was still working,
right?
But just trying to get out ahead,
right?
Hedge. As they say,
hedging. You can turn it your way too.
Okay.
You can turn that way. There you go.
So I was hedging. So we're just trying to, forecast and be ahead of the game,
Okay.
Per se. And so to get the contractor's license and get going, and then with her, business experience, it was a great idea.
It still wasn't the plan, though.
No, it was not.
We were planning on doing it on the
Correct.
side.
So it's just something.
Like we were just planning that he would have his license.
And just do minor things.
We both have to go onto the license. We didn't, but we both did go onto the license. So we were just planning that it was just going to be something that we had on the side.
Right.
And just in case he ever lost his job, he could be legit and do
Right.
electrical work instead of, being unlicensed doing electrical work. And that was the thought, that we would just have it as a backup plan. But once the license was obtained, we were a full business.
Right.
Like, we actually started to operate as a full business. And so he eventually left his job quickly.
Come on now.
Left his job. And again, I was a stay-at-home mom. So we had just had a business that failed. It was just, we were still in the recession. So it was definitely a leap of faith and trusting God and
Trusting
saying,
God. Come
okay.
on now. Trusting God.
Yeah.
So this came out of the recession,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so
2010.
So then 2010, you guys around roughly the time 2010, 2011 is when G3 Electrical
Yeah.
became. So then let's fast forward just a tad. I probably skipped some things in between so we can go back to it.
Okay.
But the pandemic. How did that was a 10-year time span. So how did that affect the business?
So, over the last several years, we've been pushing hard. And so when the pandemic hit, we were in place, like we had projects already in place. And construction was that industry that was considered essential. It was one of the essential industries.
Essential industries, right.
So we were able to continue with those projects that were already in place. So, there was the pain of
Logistics.
Logistics, like materials not coming on time,
Right.
things
All this
being
like shortage and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we were dealing with that at the beginning. Now it's even more.
Yeah.
But during that time, we were able to continue through. Some of our projects were pushed back a little bit, but for the most part, we were still able to continue through during 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
That's good. So 2010 to 2020. Two major drastic pandemics, I should say, or recessions that could have gone to worse, and you guys have still been able to manage, sustain, because there's been so many businesses that have gone under, unfortunately, but you're still here.
Yep.
What has been the motivation to make sure, to keep you guys going? So even though you in the recession, you were like, what, let's make sure we're never in this position again.
Yeah.
No one even imagined to ever be in a pandemic where we're locked at home.
Yeah.
Did you guys essentially did that prepare you for the pandemic? Would you say?
I think that, yes, dealing with the recession, to say that we don't ever want to be here, but that was never in our mind. Like, we weren't thinking another recession could be coming or a pandemic, but we were definitely planning for the future.
Right.
And so as we're putting our plans together, it isn't just for what's here for right now. We were planning growth for the future, and that's what I think why we had things that were in place,
Right.
to push us through the 2020, 2021 time period. But I will say that in the midst of all this, back to your question, we spent a lot of time praying, just saying, what do we do now? And I think that's been such a big part for us.
See, because normally when I ask those questions, that's really essentially the recipe to your sauce, right? Yeah. So you gave us a little bit of that magic right there, a little bit of that recipe. And so with that being a true regimen, because I believe in prayer too, the power of prayer and believing in God's plan for you, destiny, right?
Yeah.
So the question I have for you is, or for you both, can you think of a time that you planned something within the business and it didn't go accordingly, right? So how did you guys make it work?
I think that happens every day. I mean, in construction, especially in construction, every day you're planning for one thing and something else happens. So for us, we have to be ready to pivot at any moment. And just knowing that and having that mindset, because if your mindset is very structured in saying it has to be this way, construction isn't that space.
Right.
So you definitely have to practice being flexible.
Right.
You still have to have your goals. You still have to have your structure, but you have to practice being flexible because at any day, you're going to have to pivot.
Right, and she works with me on that because sometimes I see it a certain way.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should go, and I'm working on that. No, you can do it a little different.
Right.
So I'm working on it.
So, but I think that's the great concept of having partners that can balance off what you may not see your partner sees and what she may not see you see, and that's kind of what makes it that full circle, right?
Yes. Right.
So, what are some things that you've experienced that could have worked in theory, but did not go that way in practice?
I think that for me, when I think about things that could have worked in theory, it really centers around like people because those are our greatest assets, our people that we employ, but then also our clients, our relationships with our vendors. And so if there is something that we are trying to change in that mix, it might seem like it's easy on paper, but when you introduce that human element to it, you always can't calculate for that. And so that's what I would say, especially like within our team.
Got you.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. See, because you gave us a lot about that little knowledge right there, that recipe talk. But this is part of the show. I have to do this to y'all. Are y'all ready?
Ready.
Y'all sure?
I think. I don't know.
You don't know? So I got to put y'all in that hot seat. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So, the hot seat is not too terrible. I promise you it's not.
Okay.
So in this segment, we provide in-depth questions to learn more about you as a guest and essentially your business, right? So, Mr. and Mrs. Moore, can you please tell the people what are electrical services and how do you guys provide them?
Okay, let's start with, for example, we have a service department. So if you call out with needs, say if you need low voltage, which would be your data lines ran, or if you have a bad data line, we will replace and repair. So we take service requests for even, if you loss of power.
Right.
We'll come out and do the research and try to get your power online. So we take your requests and we come out and try to assist you in any way to get you back online so business can continue.
Okay.
So I would also say it's kind of like the emergency room for electrical services.
I like that.
So if you lose your lights or you lose your power or you lose something that's in our scope, then usually it's a reactive type of service. So we get calls that say, hey, this is not working. Can you come out and take a look at it? And so that's where we say when it's electrical services.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, what electrical services? Because I see a little bit of electrical service to construction.
Yeah.
So my second question would be, what commercial services do you provide then?
So in a commercial setting, meaning it's like for a business, a school, a private school, or something like that, depending on who's going to call us. So either it's a residential person that calls us, so a homeowner or a for house, for where people reside,
right?
Or it's someplace that is maybe owned by a business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your average demographic of clientele?
Usually it's the commercial. It's
just commercial?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And we do also with public works, public agencies. CSN would be one. There's a shout right there.
Shout out CSN. I seen that right there. I heard
CSN. We're right here.
I'm gonna need y'all to zoom in on them. Y'all need to pay attention. They're giving y'all that magic. You see how they plugged that? I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention.
So public agencies would also be schools.
Cool.
Charter schools, like that's a space that we deal in.
Okay. So if someone wanted to reach out to you all or wanted electrical, commercial, and construction services, like how could they go about doing that to obtain you? Say if I've never heard of you guys, how can they get in contact with you all?
They can call us and or they could email us.
Okay.
And we also have Twitter and all of the social media, but that's not my space. So
That's not your space.
Yeah, that's in our office.
yeah, that
Y'all have a whole staff of people. Y'all better come on now. They got a full staff. I like that. So okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, well, the good thing is y'all made it through the hot seat. I promise you, it wasn't that bad.
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
No.
Yeah, I had y'all a little nervous, huh?
That's why I didn't say anything.
It was like, hold on, wait, what is this? I said, hold on, sir. So, because now the segment we're about to go into is that
You don't got no
sauce.
sauce, then you're lost.
Because you get lost in the sauce.
But you also get lost in the sauce.
And so in this segment here, when we talk about our sauce, right? We really go over, and then this segment gives us more of an insight of our guests of what is your special ingredient for your business? Tell us why nobody can replicate what you do, right? So tell us, what makes G3 Electrical a business nobody can duplicate?
I will start by saying communication.
Like that.
With the customer.
microphone.
I heard. All right, we got him on there. We heard him. He
Yes.
said communication.
Communication with the customer.
Gotcha.
Yes.
And overall communication with our team and we work on that. That's something that we work on daily. I'm not going to say that we have it right, but for sure communicating is huge because there's just too many moving parts to not communicate and not be able to do that for us.
Gotcha. So what is your secret ingredient to make G3 Electrical everything that it does? And it's been sustaining for the past 10 years. Come on now. Gotta give them a round of applause for that. But what is your secret sauce?
I think it's our relationships and the way that we relate to our clients and how we are connected with them as well.
Okay. No, thank y'all for that. Y'all gave us that sauce. Y'all gave us that sauce that many people can't do. Because now I want to thank y'all both for coming on to the show, giving us your recipe. Y'all survived the hot seat, and y'all gave us that good little sauce. And you guys going through all that, and we want to go ahead and celebrate you guys during the last segment, which is the happy hour, ladies and gentlemen. And actually, I have something for y'all. 1 second. Have something for y'all. Have a nice gift on behalf of the Business Information Buffet podcast. This is for you all.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate it.
Watch your drink.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Look inside. See if it like what you like.
Oh.
Oh,
Cool.
nice. I could have worn this hat. This could have been my hat.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you guys.
no problem at all. That's definitely a gift from us to you all, and that's our business card as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
So definitely.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
So we're actually in this segment. This is where between the host and the guests, where we take a toast to success and we ask, "What's going on great within your business?" So tell us something. What is something that's going great for your business that's worth celebrating that we can take a toast to?
Okay.
You go ahead.
I think that 2020 and 2021 has given us the vision of pivoting, and we're looking forward to 2022 and beyond because we have the goals. We've set lots of aggressive goals for ourselves,
Right.
and we are excited about the EV charging and moving more into that direction. We are already in that direction, but just moving more into that direction with our company. So we're excited about our pivot.
And one more thing, let's give a shout out to the Urban Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Ken over there. Yes,
Ken and Shondell.
Sean down everyone.
We just won a prestigious award with them.
Okay, look at y'all.
Yeah.
What award y'all win?
Small Business of the Year.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Giving y'all the claps. Oh, the congratulations.
So that was great.
That was great. So toast to all, congratulations on your award. Toast to your business, toast to success. You guys first of all, they made it past 10 years. Statistically, y'all were supposed to fail after 5, okay? Yeah. But y'all have made it through. Congratulations to y'all. We're going to toast to that. Toast to many success and many blessings to you both in your marriage and your business. Toast to y'all. Ooh. I'm going to toast y'all through the glass. Bam, bam.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Apple cider. Yes. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all that. It is apple cider.
We figured that.
Yeah, we definitely cannot have those type of beverages here. I would love my job. I would love to keep it. So please, can you guys, before we go, I want to say thank you guys for joining the show. It's been phenomenal to have you both here. Please let us know, where can we find you? Drop all your social handles, your websites, where we can contact you. Let the people know where they can find you.
Okay. All right. Well, you can find us at g3electrical.com. That's our website. My email, or our email address is service@g3electrical.com. Our phone number is 702-916-3355. And our Twitter and all those social handles are on our website. I'm sorry.
She said she put it all on there. That's what you're supposed to do. Is there any last little piece of advice you want to give to people?
No,
go ahead.
I will say that as an entrepreneur, there are definitely opportunities for success, but you have to push through.
Yes.
You have to continue to push through, because you can't get to success without experiencing those failures. You'll experience failures, but you just keep pushing through.
Keep pushing through.
And my last word would be, keep fighting the uphill battle.
Man.
You must keep fighting the uphill battle, and it'll work out in the end.
It'll come, and it'll all come forth, right?
Yeah.
So definitely, I thank you guys for that, because I think most times what I want to do is make sure the thing this show it does is highlight businesses, right? Because we see the success, well, no one knows the backstory. Folks don't understand the work, the sleepless hours that as entrepreneurs get, right? Like there's never a time we don't think about our business, because most times we go to other businesses, use the services and leave, don't think twice about it. But to hear the story, to hear the work ethic that it takes, to hear the drive and motivation it takes to wake up daily, because there's never a day that you guys don't think about your business, right?
No, right.
So want to thank you guys for sharing your story, sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, your recipe, giving us that sauce, and making sure that you guys continue to push through. Always remember that, and always continue to pray. So thank you for joining the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Sean Tory, with our DJ Ice Break, with the Business Information Buffet podcast, also known as the BIB podcast, where everybody eats. And we are out. We'll catch you next time, ladies and gents.